And I am back with more G2 Fall of Cybertron goodness, this time with Vortex. Vortex is a very cool looking Cybertronian helicopter decked out in this really nice blue and purple colour. Very cool looking. We have the nice G2 symbol on the side here and on the other side as well. We have these spinning rotors, which are very cool. They spin freely. There's no gimmick to it. It does come with two of these sort of sword weapons, which you can attach to the side of the vehicle, or you can remove if you want. Let's take a look at these weapons just for a sec. Now they are sort of a cross between a sword and a bit of a gun. There's a bit of a blaster sort of thing on there, so it's a bit of a hybrid. So if you can hold it like that as a gun, or you can hold it like that as a weapon, as a melee weapon. So that's pretty cool. They don't really combine together very well. I mean, they do combine into the Combaticons' weapon, but I mean, together on their own, they have to stay separate, I think. But that's it for the weapons. Back to Vortex. We have no landing gear, but it doesn't really need it. He stands up fairly nicely. I really like this vehicle, man. It looks like a piranha or some sort of fish. I don't know. But very cool. Really do like this vehicle mode. It's actually one of the best out of the set. So there we go. Let's get him transformed. Vortex transformation is fairly simple. What we're going to do is we're going to split this entire section here, rotate the cockpit back, flip that in like that, and there we have his legs. That's fairly simple. Then what we're going to do is we are going to come around here, just close the rotors together, and we're going to sort of unpeg this entire section here like that. Then we can rotate the waist piece around and just angle the legs down a little bit like that. Then come back here, rotate this entire section back, flip up the head like that. Then what we can do is we're going to grab this section around here, just rotate it out and peg it in. We can rotate the arm around like that. Then just take this blade and just shift it off to the side a little bit. It's kind of a pain in the arse really, because it doesn't really go anywhere. And yeah, it's just there. You can't remove it. It's just in the way quite a lot. Anyway, same on the other side. Rotate the arm around, and there is Vortex in his pretty neat looking robot mode. Now Vortex has a really nifty looking robot mode. I really like the look of this. It's very cool. It's got sort of like the face chest there. It looks like Bone Crusher's face. He's got the awesome head sculpt with the nice painted orange visor. He has more camo and a bit more silver in the robot mode. Obviously he has this stupid blade thing. But honestly, I really like this. I mean, the proportions are just fine. He's got decent articulation. He's got a ball joint up here. Can bend at the elbow. Can also swivel. There's no hand articulation, it's just moulded. He has waist articulation. He's got a ball joint up here. I think it's a ball joint, anyway, is it? Yes, it is a ball joint. He's got a thigh swivel, can bend here as well. That's just the transformation, but he's also got a knee joint, an actual knee joint. And that's about it. So he has decent articulation. You can definitely get him into some dynamic poses. He's a lot more posable than some of the other figures in there, especially Onslaught. Now he does come with the weapons. You can take these and just peg them into his hands, like so. And yeah, he's got weapons, and like I said earlier, you can take the weapon and peg it in there so you can use it as a gun, because it's got the little gun thing on there. For a quick size comparison, here he is next to the Fall of Cybertron Starscream figures. So you can see that Vortex is really small. In fact, out of all the Combaticons, he is the smallest, and that is actually accurate to the game. He was the smallest in the game. But yeah, he scales fairly well. Before we transform him into his arm mode, let's just see some of the detail that Vortex has going on. So you can see he has the Bone Crusher sort of face. He has just the painted orange visor on his head sculpt there. A bit of moulded detailing around the arms. Got some moulded detail on the weapons. Nothing too spectacular though. We have more silver paint taps down on the sort of, I don't know, sort of like a samurai sort of, I don't know what you call them. And on the legs, there's really not much. I mean, they are just the two helicopter halves. But overall, he's fairly nicely detailed. Now to transform Vortex into the arm mode, what we're going to do is we're going to remove all the weapons, get them out of the way, and basically we're going to sort of transform him like halfway into vehicle mode. And then what we're going to do is just rotate this up, get the arms out of the way, and flip this up. Then we can flip down the combiner peg like that. Then we are going to rotate this around, I think, and get out of the way. Sort of try and extend this piece without breaking any tabs. like that. Then that ends up, you know, all stretched out. Then basically we are going to rotate the arms back into place as if we were going to vehicle mode. And why isn't that working? I've done it the wrong way, that's why. Yeah, rotate the arms back into place, just like that. If it would help if it was actually in frame. Yeah. Rotate this back. And honestly, sometimes the arms can be a bit of a pain. Just takes a little bit of manoeuvring to actually get them in. Once you do it, it's fairly simple. Then take the blades, rotate them back, like so. Then you can actually make sure that these two pegs here go into these two little peg holes, just like that. Then we're just going to rotate these pieces up, flip out the little hand there, and rotate the two halves back together. And there we go. There is Vortex, more or less, if it hasn't come undone, in his limb mode. But that is it for Vortex, so stay tuned for the next part of my G2 Fall of Cybertron Combaticon review, which will be of Onslaught.